This started with where I grew up in southern Ontario, which was on the shores of the Detroit River, just outside of Windsor. Some of the things that we thought about as kids in that area, in a big industrial center, in a big farming community where the two things kind of met, and the rising pollution level was really kind of showing itself in the waterways. And so it started with the shoreline being really a marker as to what's going on around us. And then coming here, and 25, 30 years later, realizing that we're still talking about the same problems and still discussing the same stories. So this is my daily routine. I have a little cycle that I go through. The boat really came out of this idea that wherever I've been, paddling rivers or lakes, really remote places, that boat on the shore is really a kind of a reference that somebody's there. Over time, the work just becomes more meaningful for me through the process of making it. And that's really because there's so much repetitive action that I'm able to kind of dig deeper into what the materials are saying, regardless of what I want to say. And so I really, at some point, just have to be in tune with every move that I'm making, with how I'm shaping the metal and how that shape takes form and how that form becomes a recognizable object. And what all of those things together start to communicate. And I think for me, what it starts to communicate is a number of different things without being anything specific aside from a boat. You take a boat and you make it out of something else, and you make it in a different way. It becomes a new language. It stops talking about being a boat and being out in the water. It starts to become a form of communication that can speak to a lot of other things. And so I wanted this to kind of reveal itself slowly over time as to why is there this meandering line, and why does this line over time take the shape of a boat? It's a lot like an ivy plant. When the leaves fall off, then you really see the structure.